Hello children, today I am going to share you a story about Babaji and the angel. Everyone knew Nuruddin. He had lived in a little hillside village all his life. For more than half century he had cursed the villages of all their elements with his herbal medicine. He was so kind and gentle that all the villagers loved and respected him. They called him Baba Ji. Even people living in the villages far away beyond the hills knew him and visited him for care or comfort or advice. They believed he could curse any illness if Babaji Sars continued to see his patient well and happy again. The villages was mostly poor folk, so he took no money for them. Whenever anyone offered to play him, he could argue with him. The herbs I used to make medicine are not mine, he could say. They are gift from a god. How can I get money then for something that doesn't belong to me? And besides, I had everything I didn't. However, if Babaji knew his patient was well to do, he did not refuse money. He could take it and put it in a small tin box, so he took then gave it to the poor people who came daily knocking his door. From hawk to dust, Babaji humble abode was a refuge for the sick and the lonely and the poor. Also, Babaji led a very simple life. He was a contented man. He had everything he did except for one thing. He wanted to see a revelation from a God. If he could see a virgin, an angel, or the light from heaven, his heart could be content. So day after day, year after year, Babaji cursed the sick and fed the poor, and he prayed. Day and night he prayed. Early one morning, Babaji was leaning on his prayer mat as usual. His eyes were closed and he was deep in prayer. Then, as he slowly opened his eyes, he saw that his tiny room was filled with light, a light so pure, so white, so wonderfully bright. He caught his eyes and quickly opened them again. The light was still there. Babaji blew his at last. His wish had been fulfilled. For there, in a tiny room of his very humble abode, an angel stood. He was looking up to see the angel's face, but suddenly there was a urgent knocking the door. Babaji knew it must be a little orbit boy who came early every morning for milk and bread. He tried not to hear the knock at the door. Perhaps he thought he will go away and came back later. However, the little orphan boy lived far away. He could not to come again that day. So in his heart, Babaji knew he must leave his prayer mat and the Blessed Virgin to answer the knocking at the door. He gave the little urban boy his daily share of milk and bread. He tried to smile at him, but his heart was too heavy with sorrow and regret. The vision must have gone and might never to come again. When the Babaji opened the door of the tiny room, he saw it was still filled with gorgeous light. The angel was standing there, awaiting his return. Babaji raised his eyes to see the angel's face. The angel smiled at him, and the warmth, the beauty of their smile touched the Babaji's heart. Pray, Nuruddin, said the angel softly, pray to God Mighty. Babaji fell down on his simple prayer mat in a tiny room of his very humble abode. As he bowed, he had to pray the angel disappear. Babaji was wanted his lifetime desire that had been fulfilled. He had seen an angel and a light from heaven